tilfelle.
Are you ready?
Yes. Har du fokus? Ikke minst.
Ja.
Jeg ser om vi får... Ser du padden?
Da er vi public.
All right, we're public after 2 hours or something of setting everything up. So I hope the sound works. And of course, let me know in the chat if it doesn't work. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at you guys. I'm just trying to send a message here. While I do that, we are going to build a keyboard today. It's going to be a TOFU 65. All right. Yeah, let's just do it. It's a brand new kit that we just got in. So we just need to have a look. This didn't work like I expected it to. But here we go. All right, so we can start with the unboxing first. I don't know if this camera actually shows what's inside here properly. Does it? Does this camera show what's inside properly?
Yes, let me see.
Can you see like inside, or should I just unpack it maybe? We can do that. All right, let's just unpack stuff that's in here. And we have, it's a nifty way to, I guess it's a nifty way to pack keys or keycaps. We got some foam, we got the PCB. I'm just gonna make sure everything is just emptied out here. This is the plate, it's aluminum. We have switch film, more keys, I guess. We'll find those later. Sorry, lube. We got some stabs. These are the Duroc V2, Duroc 2, yeah. And this is probably the most interesting part, or not the most interesting part, but one interesting part, and that is the koala switches, which are tactile switches that we got when we couldn't find some of the other switches we were thinking about. We were also considering Holy Panda X and Glorious Pandas with koalas, so they're cool. Cable as well, coiled, and for, yeah, this is, what is it called? This is a wrist rest, and these, and that's pretty much it for now. So here's the board itself. Okay, so it says here that we might have some bandwidth issues and dropping frames, choppy. Is the stream choppy over at your place, Philip? Choppy? Is it choppy? People say it's choppy. I like the bandwidth issue, choppy.
It's maybe the frame rate.
Okay, let's try to change the frame rate. Did we lock the bit rate as well to something low?
No, the bit rate should be fine.
So I think we're good. All right, while we do that, in the whole name of choppiness, we can move these aside and have a look at the board itself. He said just
should set it on PAL, 30 FPS or 60.
60, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just adjusting the cameras. This is the first stream ever on the channel, so it's probably gonna fail. It's been failing for a few hours, so why not just fail a bit more? So whenever this is up, we can keep working.
Let me see, how do you set PAL on this?
I don't know if it's still choppy, but we can get this out in a choppy version as well, because it's just gonna sit here and be beautiful.
Here, I found it.
There we go. It's really heavy, and you can also see you got this, I think it's probably brass. One thing I should have done before we started was probably just to go through like a build guide, but let's see what happens. All right. First things first is the PCB. This is an Avis 65. So it's not the KBDFans one, but according to the store where we bought this, this is supposed to work. If you put it the right side, at least it fits. So that's good. Are these spacers or rubber for these ones? Hard to tell. We do have some foam as well. I think this is case foam, so let's have a look. Like a glove. Oh wow. What's the smell? It smells familiar, but it's from my childhood. I don't know. All right. So we should probably test the PCB first, to be honest, but we are going to build it up anyways, just to get a little bit of a sound test. So we can have a look at that. Let's just figure out all right, yeah, screws in here. We got some rubber feet as well that we can use. So let's just start and find whatever we need to get this down. Here are the screws. We're going to loose those. The first thing I'm going to do is to collect all the screws in one of these. That's probably smart.
Is the music at a good level?
Are there people in the chat? I can't tell anything admin-wise, so I'm just gonna, as long as there's more than 0 people,
We can bring it up on the iPad.
Alright. Let's find the right size. That's probably it. Yep, that's good.
Ja, altså musikken kommer ikke på streamen.
Ja.
Nope.
Okay, so we don't have any music. We can try to fix that while we work on it. Okay, let's reverse the order of things a little bit here. We could probably start with the stabs. Get those down. It's almost hard to tell where they go on this PCB. Push this out of the way. We had music earlier, guys, just so you know. There, so stabs go there, there. Didn't we get stab film or stab pads? Did you buy stab? Was it stab pads? Philip?
There's no stab pads.
Stab pads, it's hard to say. You can have some of mine.
Så ser det skulle kommet opp.
Det var jo stad.
Hva ser jeg? Nå kommer det ingenting.
Nå er det noen som har byttet her da. På out. Ikke sant? Den har byttet til auto hookas opp. Sorry guys, I'm just looking for some stab pads. Got him. If we could only find the correct size of things. And yeah, Lars, I'm going to start with the stab lubing now before we go over to assembly, and then we can do switch lubing after we have assembled it once.
Vil du ha på YouTube-chatten her?
Nah. All right. Oh, pads come in the box. Why did I? Oh, Christ. Okay, yeah, learning by doing, I guess. actual spacebar length. We have options. Oh, that's coming. That's the one. And then we have, this is a Nordic layout version, by the way. So it's gonna look weird to a lot of you guys, but we are weird, so that's fine. 65, where's... There. And there. Here are the arrow keys. Should be here. That's, oh, that's, okay, yeah, we go like outside of the board here. Got it. And then we go here. Sure. Nice. Do you have like an iPad or something?
Yes.
Yes. Can I borrow that?
What do you need it for?
I just need something really straight and made of glass. Go. Smallest one we could find. Just wanted to straighten these. Choppy stream. We got some kind of bit rate or FPS or something wrong. There's a in the YouTube studio. There's a like a terminal warning tab or something where you can see if it tells us that we're dropping.
In the analytics?
No, in the actual live stream. Yeah, the pads. Start with the pads. I can get them off of this thing. There we go. Pad number 1.
Okay, here you can see details, analytics, customization.
There's the like the
Settings.
4th tab at the bottom there, where you have the stream key and all that stuff. In the actual live, if you hit stream and then go into the stream. Is it still choppy, guys? Maybe I should play the stream here as well, just to see.
Yeah, that's maybe smart.
Live chop, live chat. Hey Ted, good to see you. Oh, that is choppy.
Yeah.
Really choppy. Well, I've seen worse. Check OBS what the bitrate is set to in settings.
Okay.
And while we do that, getting these pads installed, it doesn't really matter if it's choppy for that. I will. Hope you're enjoying nice Norway.
The picture settings here can't be changed on the go. Seems like.
So under stream, isn't there like a bitrate setting?
Picture frequency.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, here. Coding settings. Default, but I can set it to fast. High quality.
Fast and high quality. Yes, that sounds brilliant. Let's do that. We've been going on slow and low quality. That's pretty
Yeah, now maybe it's better.
good. All right. I don't know if you can actually see whatever I'm doing. I'm just placing these pads onto the keyboard so they go, or onto the PCB. So the stabilizers will have something nice and soft to rest on, so they don't make all that noise, because it's mostly about eliminating rattle sound.
Yeah, I think it's much better now. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, no, maybe not.
Is it still dropping? Where do we go? Probably here. So when people ask you why it takes like 10 hours to build a keyboard, this is part of it. All right, final stab pad going in. There we go. Let's, Philip, could you give me a USB-C, USB-C, so we can just test if the board even lights up?
Sure.
Because we haven't tested the PCB, so if that doesn't work, you should probably get a new one, but we're not going to do that today because we're going to have to build it, but it's smart to check it out. All right, so we're going to have to start with some lubing as well. Thank you. Just because we're doing the stab, so we might as well do that properly. Let's get this plugged in. Let's plug it into the iPad and see if that works, just to get some power, really. If not, we have to hook it to the Mac. Okay, there is red. Whoa. At least we have light. That's pretty good. Now we could test this with the tweezers here to get contact, but we're gonna trust that this works until we actually have the switches in. If it doesn't work, it's just gonna be about a sound test, I guess. So, good times. All right, cool. Stab time. Put this over here, get the stabilizers lubed up. somehow. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna use 205. Hopefully that works. This is greasy. Probably need to take a break where I just wash my hands. This is super greasy. Oh God, what did I do? The brush go, probably just so contact points. So the inside of this one, I'm gonna do both sides and then the back. Just a thin, full of lube. No, just a thin coating here. Here, put that aside, do that on the other ones as well. I need 6 because we have 2 stabs per special, not special character, what is it called? Spacebar, backspace, and return. Those are the 3 that needs the stabs. 2. And when you assemble them, you have to assemble them the right way. If not, it doesn't actually flip up. So we're gonna probably have to do it a few times because I don't always remember what direction to put these. These might be over lubed already. That's a bad sign. If that happens, we'll just disassemble, clean them up, re-lube, reassemble, and it's probably gonna be fine. So this is number 5. Just a thin, transparent coating is what you need, nothing more really. There we go, and then we can try to get these in. Let's just do a dry run before we... That's stuck. Okay. So then make sure you put it the right way. And then let's try that again. Put it in the bottom hole there. And then click. And now you can see it goes up and down like that. So now we just need to lube this heavily. We were cautious with the other ones, but with this one it has to be heavily lubed. So I'm just going to prepare 2 of them so it's easy to assemble. Like that. So when it comes to these, you can be really, it can be really heavy when it comes to the lube because you need to get that super greased up. And do it a little bit over the corner as well. There we go. I don't really have much experience with stabs and the lubing of stabs, so bear with me, and hopefully Philip will as well, because this is actually Philip's keyboard. Behind the camera we have Philip and link to his Instagram will appear when the stream is done as well. So, all right, let's get this back in. Click. That works. And the suspense. There we go. Click. It's functional. There we go. That was one. 2 more, or 4, depending on how you look at it. And now I should remember the assembly process. I say should because you never know when the brain stops to function. There we go. Get that nice and greased up. And with this one being so small, I have to actually put it in here and then move the other part. Double check because it can fail. Satisfying snap. No. That's this one. I never remember what direction these go. So that's going to be interesting. Just make sure that it's not over lubed. Okay, the last one. This didn't take as long as I was scared of. That's it. Do we have music running properly now?
Yes.
Nice.
But I don't know what the mix is.
Yeah, I don't know who's in chat, but if there are any souls out there, let us know if the mix is alright. That one person, that's probably just actually me watching this, just to get the chat. But as long as there has been more than 0 people in here, I'm happy. This is actually more about us assembling Philips keyboard. We just wanted to learn the Atom Mini while doing it. And now we know how it works. All right, that was stabs. That was fairly quick, actually. Because now that we have the stabs, we can assemble parts of it, and just to make sure that the plate is working fine, which would be nice. I just never remember what way they go, so I just have to do a quick check. Kör bara så ingen kommer här nu. Kör bara så ingen kan. Sorry for cheating and not doing my homework. Does it actually matter what direction you put them? There's one big hole and one small hole. Well, we can see here this goes into the big hole. That means that goes into the big hole there, and then those go that way. So that's how it's going to look. Okay. Let's put these back so we don't lose anything. Let's make sure that Philip has all his parts the next time he's going to fix something or build something. Like that. There are some extra gaskets here that I don't really know where to put. So let's see if we can figure that one out eventually. There we go. Put the rest of the stab pieces in here. Like that, all right. And we're left with these. We're gonna have to screw them in from the back. So I'm just gonna take these off and start with the space bar just to get that running. We have these tiny little nice pieces that I have no idea what's called in English. It's called pakning in Norwegian, which is a really weird word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now herding these is a tough job. There we go. All right, nice. Then we can try to click this in these holes like that. Click, not click. Working first. Nice, it worked here as well. This is the pad. It's too big. Oops, there we go. Nice. Yes. Now for the surgery precision stuff. There we go. There we don't go. Oh. If we finish the build without the PCB being broken from all this stuff, that would be nice. Alright, Surgical precision. So that's how brain surgeons feel like. What they feel like, sorry. All right, 1 down, 5 to go. I promise you it's gonna get better the more of these screws I get in. What? Oh no, you... How did you even jump out of the... It jumped out of the stab. You silly. So this, how did you even do that? How is that possible? Is it even possible? Did I just mess up? Philip is probably gonna have to clean this with alcohol later because of the grease.
Should drink the alcohol.
That's probably better.
Clean it.
Yeah, unfortunately you can't speed up this process, but hey, this is when you go and make yourself a drink or do your taxes or something, and then when this is up,
It seems like the stream is destroying my internet.
Well, that's the only thing your internet is supposed to do now.
Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be over 50 megabytes per second, and now it's 7.
Nice. Priorities. All right. There we go. That's better. 1 down. Let's get the next one in. The bigger hole. There we go. Click. Ah, come on. Stupid.
Should I try to switch to the 5G?
I don't know what happens midstream. If it's not laggy, I say keep it.
Yeah, I think it's quite laggy.
Okay. I mean, we could try, see what happens. Hopefully it's gonna be able to like rescue itself if it fails.
Yeah. Or right now when I'm looking at it, it looks nice.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's much better.
The 5G one?
No, I didn't
Alright.
switch, but now it just...
It heard you.
Better, I guess. Yeah.
Threatening is always the best way to go. These ones. Everything is so tiny. That's just... And these pads actually make the hole smaller, so it's harder to get the actual stab in. which I guess makes them tighter, and that's good. Woohoo! All right. This actually means that we can put in a couple of koalas and get the plate tested as well. It's always nice. So it would be like this. Shouldn't we have some spacers? Are these the spacers, maybe? Or do they belong down there? I guess we can screw this into the board without these. And then, what are these? Not need any spacers? All right, koala time. Let's try the koalas. I really love the koalas. They're pretty amazing. So I guess let's just try to get them in there. All right, let's see how that goes. Probably not the best one to start with. I'm gonna do the corners first just to pin down the plate. No click. There's got to be some spacers missing. It can't just... Can't just rest on the stabs. We definitely miss spacers. Which is technically going to make this really hard to build. And we didn't bring my 65, so we don't have additional spacers.
Didn't come with spacers?
No, because we don't have the kit. We have the case, and the plate and the PCB are individual pieces. Now let's find out if we need spacers. Technically, we should be able to just put them in here first and then plug them in. So we'll try that, and then we'll figure out if we need spacers or not, because it didn't come with spacers. So let's see how this works. I mean, there's room for... Oh no, are you... Oh, it's 5-pin support. Jesus, thanks. I thought it was 3-pin support on the PCB and then everything was 5-pin. If that was the case, we would have to actually cut every single switch, but this is actually a 5-pin support PCB. Okay, I think we can, but the screws that came with the board, they aren't long enough to go through spacers anyway, so I guess this PCB is screwed onto the case and then this is put on top just like that. So technically we should be good to go. Can I screw this in after I've assembled it, or am I screwing up now? This does feel a bit weird, because I have to screw the PCB into the case. Okay. Are these holes just to get the screwdriver through, so you can actually screw it down after you assembled? Good thing I don't have a magnetic one then. It's gonna be fun. Is that? I guess. This is so well prepared. Nice. The whole 5-pin support really threw me off. I'm not used to 5-pin. Like there should be spacers here. We need to figure that out later, but we actually should have had spacers. Okay. I don't think so. As long as these pop into the plates, we should be fine.
Everything takes time.
The last keyboard build I did took roughly 9 hours, I think. And the video is still in edit, so you'll get to see it eventually. but not today. The source material is 750 gigabytes. This is a nifty little keyboard though. When Philip and I started talking about his board, we talked about all these different layouts, and I'm a huge fan of killing as many keys as possible. And I figured out that I cannot kill arrow keys because I use them so much when I write articles. I just use them to move my cursor around. So that quickly kills the whole 60%. Philip talked about 75% because he wanted the F row at first, but I managed to talk him out of that. So I don't know if that's good or not, but we'll see when he starts using it, if he misses the F row. Best thing about building a keyboard is to assemble everything, and then like Philip said, you realize you need to do something.
And then dismantle everything.
Yeah, like for instance these stabs, this stab here, that's actually, again, managed to fall out of that bottom hole. So we actually have to, well, I shouldn't have jinxed it. Now I kind of want to not do that and just ignore this piece. How's the Norwegian enter? Isn't it up like, oh there, yeah. That is, how did you even manage to? Okay, fast forward. Nice. Well, I guess it wanted to be lubed, but that's a bit too soon, my friend. That is a bit too soon. Well, I guess that gives people another coffee break. Man. Whenever you build keyboards, just make sure you test everything before you go into the next phase. Says the guy who hasn't tried the PCB yet. Thankfully, this is a part you can fast forward past when this is not live anymore. Ta-da! That wasn't too bad. You bastard. How did you even monster?
Do you need some other tools or?
Nah,
Are you good?
I'm good. Just need more brain. Why did I not even just like test it? put it in, and you make sure you can pull them up. And then you keep assembling. Lesson learned. For a little while. Next build, I'll forget the same thing. All right, now let's try that again. There we go. Arrow keys, return key, backspace, good stuff. I think I'm gonna actually add a bit more support here to keep the center straight. But this 5-pin thing really threw me off. Not used to that. Which I think it was originally, everything was 5-pin. That's why people had to cut them off when things became 3-pin. But it's more stable, I guess. Also, you are... upside down. That makes sense. Like that. Going in there, in there, in there, in there, there. Now, one thing we can do now to kind of speed up the process and cheat a little bit is to try out these, the backspace, the return key or enter, and space, which is a good thing anyway, just to test it a bit. So let's just put it in here for now, even though it's not like screwed in or anything, and then pop this vacuum. I really like the way of packing here. This is the Mac, what is it called again? It's called Apple Vintage something. Simple White Mac PC PBT keycaps. Simple White Mac. So I guess we just poke a hole in it. I really like the simplicity. It's got that old Apple feel from like the earlier Macs. And you have the accents are this super ugly beige. Remember when we had these? Which thankfully we don't, but it's kind of vintage and nice. So let's find the correct width. It's got some marks from the creation process, so it's not perfect. But they are not really expensive either. So the stabs are lubed, but the switches are not. We're considering tape modding as well, but there's a really nice foam here, so I don't know if it's necessary. We'll have to see about that. Let's get the enter key in. pretty good. There's a backspace in here somewhere. Shift, Tab, Alt, Caps Lock. Where is my backspace? White? Is there no gray backspace? Guess we're doing white backspace. It's a bit muted on this side. It's super tactile. Not used to the spacebar yet. It's a bit pingy. Don't think we have other switches to test with, if it's actually just the switches. Or if it's the stabs. I mean, we could build it and lube up the switches and have Philip start using the board, and then we can tweak it. Of course, that's an option as well. And the reason they are upside down here is because of the USB-C on the bottom there. Let's try to speed up this process. This is the part where you go, do I need to lube the switches, or could we just like ping them in here and be done with it? And the answer is, of course, you need to lube them, but this is also why my builds tend to go into like 4 days or nights, because I only have like a few hours at night. And I guess keyboard builds where nothing goes wrong is probably just 3 hours, I guess. The lubing part takes forever, like seriously forever. So that will take time, even if stuff does not go wrong. Stuff's not supposed to go wrong though. It's not that everything goes wrong all the time, but like the previous build where I did the GMMK Pro, I had to file down the new stabs because I had to replace them because of the insane greasy lube job they had on the original stabs, which was just totally insane. but because here everything fits, I'm still semi-concerned about spacers. But it's probably just going to give it a bit more flex, to be honest. So as long as they snap into place, which they seem to do, I think we should be fine. But I have to check if there should be spacers. And I'm doing mental notes for the next live session, just so everyone knows that this is the first live session ever on this channel. And like we said earlier, if you weren't here, it was more about learning how to use the Blackmagic Design Atom Mini and to set up an actual multicam setup, as well as doing the build. Do you think we have enough switches?
Yeah, I think we have,
Do we have one more bag?
one more bag. Yes.
We do? Did we buy 3? I can't see it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, you got one to spare. That's
Yes.
don't break more than one.
Too close.
Did we seriously not buy 3 bags?
No.
Are you sure? $70 pieces. We did count, but we probably should have bought like 80, just so you have more. But I'm probably gonna buy a batch of pandas, not pandas, koalas as well. You can have some of mine. Yeah, so you can break one of them, which I suggest you don't. All right, switches are in, which is gonna give us the first. Oh, now I have to relearn the Nordic layout. So I'm just gonna ignore the numbers for now, which we probably will anyways, because we don't use numbers when we do type tests. And all I got was numbers. Seriously? A, Q, D, G, B, H. Got that Spanish N, Niña N as well. Well, at least it's a good keep cap kit, because you get a lot of the special characters and everything in the base kit. I don't think we bought any additional stuff here. I just need to find tab, caps lock.
There was another bag in the box.
Okay, so we have
Caps.
3.
Yes.
Oh, the caps. Oh yeah, that's the special characters or the Nordic stuff. Oh my god. Oof. There's a tiny shift on the Nordic layout, so Control Command Option. Let's just here's your extra switch.
Thank you so much.
Spaces be gone. We need to clean up a bit here so we don't lose stuff. Just get stabs out of the way. They've done enough. That, I think they were inside there. these wannabe spacers that are basically gaskets of some sort or rubber are probably supposed to go somewhere. Maybe if you don't have the case foam. Okay. Wait. And for the lubing part, I'm gonna cheat and just take off the alphas so we can do typing test. Control. Command. Here's the tiny shift, it's kind of cute.
Should I turn off the music?
Can't hear anything, so.
Turn off the music when you're typing.
Oh yeah, no, that's. I can probably try and pull it down later. Shift. Where's my shift? This is a. Let's do the letter Z. There you are. Now I can see what can fit here. Yeah. So. No, you have the whole bigger than, smaller than. Do you have Norwegian layout on your Mac over there?
Yes.
Isn't it like shift and then the crocodile bigger than, smaller than thing or something?
Yeah.
And then Z or Z? Or is there more? It's shift.
Crocodile Z X.
Yeah, okay, so it's just crocodile. We call it crocodile here when you have the greater than, smaller than. That's what we grew up with. Just bear with us. We're different. Ooh.
Sounds good.
They will be better when they're lubed. And I think actually the tactility is a bit too much. I mean, I'm going to leave that up to you, of course, but it feels a bit like that. But it's going to be different when you actually type. I always wondered why caps don't need stabs, while backspace is just a tad longer. I always want to use this caps, but it never fits, which it doesn't here either. Yeah, but you never use caps lock, so that, who cares? And if you do, you'll lose friends quickly. E, A, W, A, S, D, so A, S, D, QWERT. I don't know why there's an @ sign on the Q. That's probably Spanish or something. I don't know. It's not supposed, or damn Swedes. Alt, Command, Control. Alt. There's no Alt on the Mac. Control, Command. Option. Command.
Control, Option, Command.
Command. I'm looking for function. Maybe we have to use the one called menu.
Use Command next to the spacebar, right?
Yeah, isn't it? Because it's option
Yes.
in the middle, right?
It is,
so
yes.
my cheat sheet here is wrong. So I'm missing option. Alt. Why do we have Alt, Command, Function, Control? And I'm out of keys. I guess it's going to be menu for you then, or FN, Control,
There's no
Alt.
Option key.
There's no option key on the Mac set.
What?
That's a very interesting approach.
But the option key is the same size as the normal keys?
No. That's just on your keyboard because you're on the laptop. But I do find it weird that a Mac style keycap set does not have option.
That's not an option.
That's not an option. That's actually super weird. I don't think I'm even gonna bother assembling the special characters here. I'm not gonna be able to, or maybe I need to just look at your, what is it, page home, page up, page down, end, home, page down.
Should I get the Apple keyboard I have?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Escape. Let's do the beige escape. Mix it up a bit. Here's an Apple keyboard. Well, option is technically Alt, it says. Never really noticed. Oh yeah, because now I can see the Norwegian weird stuff. Cool. Well, we got, speaking of weird Norwegian stuff, we have, I don't know if this is ever going to be in focus.
Yeah, no way.
Here we have the Ö, and then we have the Å, and we have the Ä. And you don't have these three letters in English, but it's Ä, Ö, and Å.
The best letters on a keyboard.
Absolute best. And where do we place them again? Hey, you even have fake layout over there. I have to actually do those last. I have to start with the known one, the QWERTY ones, and then like move slowly over here, because here everything just collapses. I don't know what's going on here. I've been on the American layout for over 10 years. So I don't, do we have the switch puller? No, the keycap puller. I found the crocodile sign thingies, which should be here. Arrow keys. A half sign. Like 1-2, does that exist on a keyboard? Ah, there's the Swedish Q again with the alpha. It's not Swedish, we just have a thing for mocking the Swedes. Q. CVB, I'm missing the V. More arrows, nice, thank you. I'm missing one arrow. U, I can use U. TU, is it? YU, TYU? S. Control. Command option. Command, control. Command.
Control delete.
Arrow, thank you. R, queer. E is a query, yes, oops. W, This must be super fun and interesting to watch. People struggling to just get those keycaps on. Like, get them on so we can get a typing test. Come on. Or we haven't even tried the PCB, guys. And when I put these on, I can't screw that in. So why didn't we screw that in first? I didn't learn anything from earlier, so let's just figure out which ones we have to pick up. So under here, the enter key hides a hole. Come on. And then down here, the arrow keys hide one. So I guess you two. It would be brilliant if the PCB was broken, wouldn't it? That'd be fantastic. So you do the whole build and then you realize that the PCB is broken because you didn't check it before you started. But like I said in the intro, then at least it's going to be a typing test kind of build. So it's not for nothing. Like I'm ever going to find these again. Yeah, I guess caps lock. Do people use caps? Have you ever? Do you like use caps lock, Philip? Ever? Are you ever that angry?
No.
But the whole build quality and the weight and everything feels really good though. So I think when we lube these,
Yeah,
they're gonna be less clicky, of course. But I guess if you use this for like 2 weeks and figure out if you like the typing experience with the tactility,
I should test it out.
they're kind of sticking to your fingers a bit. So I guess they have a really snappy tactility. And we should probably try, you know what would actually mute the sound a bit? If we had foam between the PCB and the plate. That is
come with any foam?
not between those, but we could build it from, not this one, but thinner versions of this, you know, like packaging thingies. So we could try to buy that and put that in. We were gonna assemble this, weren't we? Where's my screws? I was just gonna jinx that. That it's gonna like just end up between the PCB and never come out. Oh yeah, this is like Find Waldo, just with a tiny, tiny screw. There you are. Huh, I really feel like there should have been something there. Something feels a tad off. And also note to self, before you start a stream, consider actually reading the manual. Could be beneficial. Yeah, got it. Nice, one down. Oh, when you screw it down, it really tightens up. Obviously, that's what happens when you screw stuff down. It's like, oh my god, it actually happened. What was supposed to happen happened. Maybe I'm just not used to stuff working. That is the reason why you don't have that GMMK Pro build video, is because my drive is failing. So whenever I try to edit it, it basically kills my hard drive. It overheats and dies. So I'm gonna have to swap out the drives. But that's what I get from doing like 6K red raw instead of 4K 42 to 10-bit or something normal people would, or just B-raw, just shoot everything with the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera 4K and not a red Komodo. That would probably help. Take a wild guess if the last screw got stuck. Again, brain surgery. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. I guess we can replace this here now. We talked about this earlier, if you should have a desk mat or not, and the answer is yes. Yeah. There's no discussion there really, because it mutes the sound a bit.
Show the difference.
I hope there's a difference now.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
And you'll feel it as well. Oh. I think it's a 6 or 8 degree typing angle. And I usually also pull this out. And I also learned that you're not supposed to rest your wrist on these wrist rests. You're actually supposed to just have your arms hanging when you're typing, and then you rest when you're not typing. So I guess that's the rest part, but I always rest while typing. I guess that's just how I am. G, F, G, D, D, F, G. G, F. FP. If you manage to like stumble into this stream, let me know how, because I don't know if this is YouTube just trying out impressions or if you got there through my... I haven't actually added this into my community tab. Maybe you want to do that, Philip. Just post this link to the community tab and say, join my TOFU 65 build.
You should probably do it yourself. Community.
All right, I can do that.
Yeah.
Share, can I share this link? Copy link. Oh, share and then create post. It's almost like YouTube has tried this out. So, TOFU 65 build in progress. Join if you like keyboards and clumsy Norwegians. Post. And then it takes me right back into the stream. That's pretty good.
Nice.
Where's the live chat? I can't see who's in chat, but All right, let's just finish this one up. Do a sound. How are we going to do the sound test? Are we going to hook up another microphone, or should I just like put this down here and yeah?
Put it close.
Yeah. Am I just tired? Yeah, I am. It is 2 a.m.-ish, no, 1:30, because we wanted to start this around like 9-ish, and then we weren't like actually running until, what was it? 11:30?
Yep. That's how it is.
It is. JKL. How can we make this more fun and interesting? This is when you should have like competitions and I don't hear any music, so I don't know if that's nice or not. F. Oh, when they actually.
Could you take the microphone closer to the
Yeah. I mean, when they go into the actual case. And remember, they're a tad scratchy because they're not lubed. So when they are lubed and you lose the scratchiness, we could try again to make it sound deeper with some mods. It's a great starting point, at least. Oh, we're back. Hey, Enter, where did you go? Oh yeah, Philip, when did you use page up and page down last? Like, when was the last time you used page up and page down?
I use it all the time when I'm on
drugs.
Drugs.
When you're on
Yeah,
drugs, that's when you
Google
use
drugs.
Google drugs. You use page up and page down when you're on drugs. That's the best reply we could get. I think maybe you want to remap. I think home actually goes at the top here where you have backspace. I don't know about you, but I would probably remap that to delete to have the actual delete key. I'll let that be up to you, of course. What do you usually...
Delete or escape?
Well, escape is here, but over here. Top right, you can choose between home, which is default, or you could probably remap it to delete.
Maybe home?
Yeah, because on a Mac as well, I don't know, there's a lot of people, like myself included, learned this like just a while ago. Control D is actually delete on a Mac keyboard. So Control D, you can delete from the left.
Yeah, I've not used that many times.
But do you use delete or backspace more?
Backspace. Because
when you actually edit in Resolve as well, there's a difference between backspace and delete as well. I think delete ripples and backspace leaves a blank. So yeah, we'll just try it out for a few weeks. Yeah. We put home there now. Tab is back in. I think tab and caps lock are a bit flimsy, which I find a bit strange. I don't know if it's the keycaps or it's actually, I think it's actually on the there's quite a bit of wobble on the stems on the koalas. Wow. Okay. So that's probably why they're a bit flimsy. Shouldn't matter too much. We could try, like just at the office, we could try to plug in a few Holy Panda X's and see if there's a big difference or not. OP, do you have power? Can I power? Oh, you have MagSafe. Weirdo. Can I have it in my backpack as well, some power, or I can charge via your MacBook that I just badmouthed. I'm still missing like Y and there's an I. No, that I didn't miss Y, I missed I. H, J, J, J. Yeah, this
feels nice.
Feels nice. L, yes, we can put the weird letters in. Le, ah, la. O goes next to P, and then stuff is here. I don't even know what's here. Philip, you need to figure out what goes there. What is it? The hat and the stuff, and the at sign even. There's like an at.
The hat and the at.
Yeah. Okay, so on a Nordic layout, we have the hat and the at. That's actually a good rule of thumb, or what do you call those? Rule
of Mac.
Do we have those? Here's the hat. Found the hat, and then it's an at and the what do we call this star again?
This one.
No, that's a Q. That's the one that's been trying to be on the... It's actually been on the board twice. We need this with an at. That's the English one. Maybe we need to go into weird land down here with the F rows and numbers and... Oh, the whole numeric pad and everything is here. Print screen. Huh. How did it feel?
Good, very good.
We're missing a key. Are we sure this is Nordic? Maybe there's a difference between actual Nordic and ISO.
Oops.
Shouldn't there be just like one with just ats? So you want to put the Q in?
No.
Okay, so, we have this.
Maybe the question mark.
This. The question mark goes here though, plus question, this one. Plus, no it doesn't. We have the back tick and the forward tick here, not over here. That's actually funny. I saw a video yesterday. There was a guy who wrote an algorithm that figured out what the best layout was based on the travel distance and a huge amount of words from different databases. And the layout was completely insane, and I tried it, and it made super sense to have the letters spread out like that. Because this layout is just from the old typewriter days, so they shouldn't like crash into each other. And we just kept it for how many years? I think we actually have what we need. For the typing tests. Control, we can put these in at least, control. And then we figured out that it's option actually has Alt written on it on the Mac keyboard. I actually didn't remember that. What else do we have? What do you have on the... Do we have like a full-size keyboard, or is everything just crashed in together? We have... Command is closest... Yeah, we can use that one. Oh, he's a Windows guy. But this is, we gotta, oops. We recently built the GMMK Pro 70, that's a 75% layout as well. So the spacebar is way more muted. This could be a mix of both the actual keycaps and lubing and switches. But yeah, we'll work on muting down the sound of this board as well, but not at 3 a.m. Probably another day. I'm even a bit torn on if we should actually start lubing or not, or if we should do that as a part 2, and then we can post a video just with like sound test. No, we can't, because when we lube them, we can't like yeah, I don't know. Let's just get, I need a shift. That's what I need. I need a shift over here, and I need /question mark. No, that's English. What's next to, oh, it's a dashes. Dash.
So some keys are missing.
You sure we got everything from the office? There's the dash. And then I just need to find a shift that fits there. And next to is that at thing that we don't have. Shift. This is too long. This one maybe. Ta-da! Yeah. This does feel nice. Oh, I'm hitting here because I'm used to the US layout where the enter key goes over here. I always like misclick.
Maybe this can be the at.
Print screen is now at. Now let that be a lesson to you. Put normal letters at normal locations and this won't happen. Now I'm just gonna ignore the number row, to be honest.
What is this?
It's just an X, isn't it? Or is it weird?
No.
Oh, it's the multiplication.
Oh,
it's for the actual numpad.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I think we actually need the numbers because we need a thumbnail eventually, right? So we need to get the numbers in as well. So, and there's a 1 unit command, 1 unit control. Maybe that's FN. I guess you probably want FN over here, or maybe it is FN and you don't really have much of a choice. FN, there you go. Do we have a 1 unit alt then? That's the question. Do you have a 1 unit alt over there? No, I found it. There we go. Never mind.
The numbers.
Numbers. Are there weird numbers in that box, like 1 to 0?
Yes.
Norwegian style?
It is.
Okay. Then I think we should just do this and get the numbers over here. Where are they? That's the F row. Okay, so isn't like Norwegian 7 weird with like a slash? This is the Norwegian one, like with the actual forward slash, isn't it?
Like
and
this.
then this one is the, yeah, so that's the 7. 3 has the hash, yeah. $4, dollar euro, 5% euro. What's with the euros? And then you have $4 euro. Yeah, $4 euro, that's the one. 3 paragraph, no. 5, nothing. 5 percentage, 0. 0 equals 6 at, not at end, yes. 3, just hash. Oh, 9 parent, yes. 8, no. 8, yes. 8, 9. Ah, it's coming together. 5 percentage, where are you? 8. Everything has something, right? Yeah. So 1 exclamation. There's no 1. I think you're missing.
Is it in the box?
There's not much left in the box. It's just like the F row. Strange. Oh, there's 0 equals 9876 5. Well, this one has percentage at least. Ah, 1 exclamation point. 2. Well, it doesn't have the at, but it has the, what are they called? The quote thingies? Four, 5, 2, 3. Okay, pick a 3. You want that one? I mean, that's closest to what it is supposed to be.
Yeah, just take that one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 7, 8, 9, whatever 0 is.
2.
What's wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Oh, is that where they have delete? This isn't charging, by the way. We need a TOFU 65 ISO picture. Is that? Oh, what? No. ISO. Oh, is it ANSI? Isn't ISO? There we go. What is that? Technically, I could check out the. You know what? We can just, if you get my MacBook,
Yep.
we can actually just plug this in and we can check it via, actually. So we need the, oh, cable. We haven't even unboxed this nice coiled cable, which we got with the purchase. So we can go in and attack that. Which will require a dongle because we're doing USB. In my backpack, in the tiny top department, there's a USB-C to USB-A thingy. Just like a single one. No, top, all the way at the top. The tiny room at the middle top. That's top. No, middle. There we go.
This one?
Ah, yeah, we can use that. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
A nice coiled cable, and they have kept the coiling intact with this cylinder. So let's just get this in, and I probably would do it like that. Because you have a left USB-C click, nice click. Right here. And then USB-A to USB-C, because there are no standards in this world we live in. And then just trying to coil it some way like that. Okay, so nice. Your keyboard cannot be identified. Cool. If your keyboard is working properly and you have an additional USB input, blah blah blah. Continue. Identify your keyboard. Press the key immediately to the right of the shift key on the left. That's the weird crocodile thing. ISO, Europe, Latin America, Middle Earth, Middle East. Middle Earth, I guess. We're in Middle Earth, so done. Okay, so we have a keyboard recognized. Yeah. Then I can use VIA to test all the keys. I'll just do key tester. And then let's go escape. Yeah, got it. There's no F row, so we have, I really wish you could actually get a Nordic layout in VIA. Like, why can't we do that? So when I'm looking for the O, it's just going to be like brackets. Well, that's fine actually. P, that hat thing. I don't have the pipe backslash anywhere. Ah, that's what we're missing. We're missing the backslash key. What is that in Norwegian? Like backslash and something weird? I don't know. All right, let's just keep testing the other ones. Home. So home is apparently backtick and tilde. Page up is delete. Okay, so apparently we're doing stuff wrong. Page up is delete. That was interesting. Again, you should probably map this to whatever you want. What is page down then? Page down is page up. Okay, everything is falling apart. Page down is page up. So what is end then? End is probably going to be home. End is page down. That's page up. Yeah, of course, end is page down. Page down and delete. So that means you have no end. Do you use end? Or do you just use command arrow?
I don't think I use end.
But it's actually recognizing, what if we actually go into Norwegian language and then we can just type something in, I don't know, the terminal? And then that is actually plus. Okay, so we need to move. This is how you figure out stuff. Plus is actually here. Plus. And then next to plus, there's this forward tick key thing. Is that how Norwegian layout works? This is the forward tick thing. And shift, that is backslash, right?
Yeah.
Or this one we have to figure out later. we will actually, we will just, there is a backslash tick key of sorts, like something like this, isn't there? Let's just put this in for now. This is just for the thumbnail. Okay, so let's just test the other ones then. One in VIA just to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 5 doesn't work. That could be a bent pin as well, so there's no need to panic just yet. And we do have one spare, right? So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
At least
normally.
one.
Okay, so 5. Should we swap it out?
Yep. The savior.
Weird. Hey, that works. Okay, so you have 0.
Dead pin.
I don't know. 7, 7, 8, 9, 0. Okay. Tab. Uh-oh. Caps lock works. Shift, left control, Windows. Tab was not invited to the party. I mean, tab you probably want.
Yeah, that's important.
Oh, that's a completely broken pen. Let's try to straighten that back out. Poor thing. And this is why we buy extras.
And I'll try to put this in.
Yeah, we could
if
try that.
was not.
We can try that right away. I think we should be able to. Ah, that works. Okay, so this one just didn't want to be 5, and I don't blame him. Being 5 is the worst. Arrow keys work. These 3-ish work. Enter, backspace. Okay, so everything does something.
That's good.
That is good, but no, like languages. So we need to just refactor the keyboard eventually. All right, so let's go into monkey type. That's what I use to try out just like typing tests. So let's see here, monkey type, and since you don't really need anything but the alphas and backspace and spacebar, I won't mess up the enter key, so that's good. And before we started, we said let's make sure that we can actually in the stream share the screen, but that's just too late. I don't know if we should try to actually film the screen. Would that make sense?
Can we try that?
At all? And then I'll also put this, put my microphone just on the table. So it's gonna pick up the thud sounds, but it's probably gonna be a bit better in regards to the actual sound of the keys.
I don't know if I can come any closer than this.
It was powered.
Can you move this forward? Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. It's okay.
Okay, nice. Do we have, can you actually read that? I guess.
Can see. Yeah, you can.
Okay, well, let's try. I'm just gonna warn you, I'm not a fast typer, so don't expect like 200 here. Expect 60, especially on a new keyboard. So. Oh. Ah. Well, 51, that's just awful. Go again. You want to try? It's your board.
Okay. Probably.
Crawl under the table. It's well, that's you're supposed to. First of all, this is the first time with the board, so it's gonna be a bit different. So we're just gonna click here, and you can just start typing whenever you want to type.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
To be in about 10% brain capacity, that is, I can say that was okay. But the keyboard feels great.
That's cool. And this is not lube, not film, not tape modded, not foamed. I mean, so I think we're gonna wrap up today. Oh, the sound is probably. I think we should wrap up for today. And then I think that we could probably just lube these like tomorrow or next week. But you can totally start using it.
Yeah. Epic.
Nice.
Feels premium and solid.
What's this? Can if you switch to the face cam,
Yeah.
maybe we can try to just
Okay.
get, whoa. Now, that's the worst angle. I just want you to like get a feel for the keyboard. I'm gonna try to do a handheld thing here.
Okay.
With,
I can hold it.
yeah. So just to give you a sense of the whole, what? No.
Okay.
Was it not plugged in?
Yeah. It doesn't get as much volts as it needs. Okay.
Is this hooked up now, or can you check?
Yeah, it is, but I don't
Check
think
this.
you need power.
Check the stream. If it's actually in.
Yeah, it's it.
I can't see anything in the. It just says running NTSC. There you go. But, come on.
Yeah,
So I can't see anything.
I don't think so.
So I have like a second to focus. Ah, getting there. Okay, if it's on stream, I'll pretend.
Nice.
So that's the board. Super nice. And of course, you can always update like keycaps and switches if you want to later. But yeah, give it a couple of weeks. All right. Face cam?
Yeah.
If you've been here at all, I know that there hasn't like been like anyone in the stream, and that's totally fine. Maybe someone will watch this after it's like when it's in not rerun. What do you call it? When the replay is out, maybe someone will watch it. And I think most of this today was just testing out the Atom Mini. We have two Sony, that's the A7S III, that's the what is it? That's the A7R4, and that's the S3. We also had like the Pocket hooked up at one point, and we struggled with the sound for like an hour. So that was also, this was not purely a keyboard build. This was like, let's try to set up a live stream so that we could do it again. Now we know how. And yeah, if you enjoyed the keyboard content as well, obviously that's what we originally did here. We might actually make a video on the different sound. I think maybe we should make a video where we start out with the typing test like it is now, and then we just lube the switches and do another typing test. So the video is quite short. It's just like TOFU 65 typing tests with and without mods. Yeah. So if you want to see that, just subscribe to the channel. You'll get notified if you hit the bell. And with that out of the way, I think we need to clean up some mess. All right, so thanks again. See you around, and it's time to kill the broadcast.